take a moment and feel the blessings of that calling in. And it's really that calling in we've just done is very similar to the refuges and the precepts that are the beginning ritual of spending a day in practice together in community. And the first part of finding a refuge is that orientation that we've already done of moving towards the beautiful qualities, of as though we were in the forest and we didn't know where we were, and we got the compass and we wanted to go north. And so the compass gave us that orientation. Oh, here's north. And that's what we're doing together. And it's so beautiful when we do it as a community of orienting towards the beautiful qualities. And what the Buddha said about that is that the nature of the beautiful qualities, everything you called in, inclusion, presence, patience, clarity, that the nature of those qualities is that they are a resting home. In our minds and in our lives, when we can often feel so unrested or fragmented or pulled here and there and thither and whither, and feel like, where is my resting place, right? And these beautiful qualities are a gateway into our resting place. So see for yourself whatever you called. See if you can feel into the body experience of that energy. Or it might be now you would like to feel into something else. Or just appreciation for being here. And not thinking about it, but dropping in and feeling the physical sensation that is an expression of that energy, and where you feel it in the body. Finding our resting places. And the part of the environment of this willingness to drop into that and the other qualities that were called is this intuition that we have the capacity to do it, that we have the capacity to let go of anything that doesn't serve us and relax into what does. That contemplation, what I'm doing now is wholesome. It's wholesome and I can rest in that. So taking refuge in this capacity. Oh, sorry. Just take a moment. Taking refuge in this capacity that we can take refuge in over and over again. And even though there's voices, for now ignoring them, feeling where your sitting is, where your buttocks are, and staying connected to the deep intuition that we have this capacity to rest, to open, to awaken, and the qualities that come with this resting, opening and awakening. The ease, the peace, the patience, the inclusion. Relaxing and then opening to the actual practice that we're entering into together, the practice of training our minds to stay connected to this refuge. And it expands into the second refuge of the Dharma, the practice, the effort, the focus of being present, being kind, being willing to begin again. Of trusting that each moment being met is good enough. We don't have to do anything else. That is the path. To just be right here now in the body and in these intentions. Taking refuge in the Dharma. Beginning again, right here, right now, where the feet are, and your intentions, appreciating them. And then taking refuge in the Sangha, in the community, those supporting us right now. In that we're not alone, that our intentions are strengthened through everyone else's, our presence held and multiplied by everyone else's. Taking refuge in community and the support we're giving each other. Thank you. And then for those of you who are new, we also undertake the practice of the precepts, which is the willingness to be students in our vision of living an ethical life, of being willing to learn over and over again. And so we name a vision and a way of being, and then we undertake the training to manifest that vision. And in investing in the vision, it becomes a guiding light that either starts to flash because something in our lives is being more conflictual and we're like, some work needs to be done here. Or it's an inner body feeling. So there are 5 areas in particular the Buddha invited for us to train, so that we can create environments that are very restful for the heart and mind to open. So basically it's saying, when we're in a situation in which we might be harmed, or we might be the harmers, it is actually impossible to take the refuges we've taken and to actually end our own and other suffering. That suffering and the training of the mind and heart to end suffering can only happen when these trainings are embodied fully. And the first one is to refrain from harming life. So we could say, I undertake the training in all the complexity of that, which I'm not going to go into now. I undertake the training to refrain from harming life. Can you hear? Just again, I undertake the training to refrain from harming life, myself and others. And the second training is, I undertake the training to refrain from taking what is not freely offered, to refrain from stealing. I undertake the training to refrain from harming in my sexual expression. We've heard so much recently about the harm and the distortion of sexual expression into power over. And here we are committing to a counterbalance of that. I'm refraining from doing that. I want to learn how. Can you see how beautiful that is? I undertake the training, the fourth precept, of harming in my speech. That means refraining from blaming, shaming, judging, expressing those energies towards ourselves or others, refraining from expressing hatred. May my speech contribute to my and others' well-being, to truthfulness, to speaking when it's appropriate at the right time. Speech as a vehicle for healing. Last precept, I and we undertake the training to refrain from losing our stability and mental balance through the overuse of intoxicants or mind-altering substances. In the context of our day together, we're moving into silence, unless there's something we have to talk about.